Hello guys, welcome to the next video tutorial on C programming for beginners. In the last two videos I have been showing you what are arrays and how to use arrays in C. And I have also shown you in the last video how we can use multi-dimensional arrays in C. Now in this video I'm going to show you how you can pass arrays as an argument of a function. So let's see how we can do it. So we are going to take an example. For example, we want to calculate the sum of elements of this array we have. So this array, for example, have 6 elements, and we want to add each and every element and display the sum of every element, each and every element. So what we want to do basically is we want to just add 20 plus 30 plus 60 plus 50 plus 55 plus 30 and sum them up and show the result of this summation using a function, right? So first of all, let's see what are different ways of passing arrays as an argument of a function. So I will declare a function void, for example it's not returning, for example, nothing, and we can say array sum is the name of my function. I just need to change my keyboard settings. Yeah, so array sum is the name of my function, and there are 3 different ways basically you can pass arrays as an argument of a function. One is using a pointer, and just pointer you can just give this star or asterisk here and give your array name or array, or you can say my array, right? My array. Okay, so you can pass pointer array to your function, but we haven't learned about pointer till now, so I will skip this for now, and in the future when I will teach you how to use pointer in C, then we will see how we can pass this kind of arrays as a function argument. So second way is to pass a definite sized array. For example, I want to get the sum of this array which has the size 6. I can just declare the array, so my array as an argument, and then I will give the size to my array as 6 like this. But there is one problem with this is you can only pass array of size 6 to this function. So this will kill the general functionality of a function, and the functionality of a function should be used in different conditions, and this condition restrains the use of function to the size 6 of an array, right? So in order to get rid of this restriction, we can pass the array as unsized array as an argument like this. So you just give the data type, the name of the array, and in the square bracket you don't pass any size, and this means you want to pass an array of different size or unsized array which doesn't have any size, okay, or it can have different sizes, right? And plus we will pass the size as an argument also. Okay, so we know the size of the array and the array name from here. Now we can pass different size array to our function like this. Okay, now using this function I want to add all the elements of the array. Okay, and let's return integer as a result, and because we want to calculate the sum, we will just declare a variable called sum is equal to 0. We will initialize it by 0. Okay, now we will use a for loop just like this, and what is say it's doing is it will iterate over this array one by one, and we will add the values of the elements one by one to this sum, right? So initial values of sum is 0, and it will add 20, 30, 60 one by one to this sum, right, when we iterate over this array. So this array declaration is something like this: for, in the condition or in the bracket, we will initialize this variable I is equal to 0, and then we give the condition here. So I should be less than the size of the array, right? Because the size of the array starts from 0, so it should be less than the size of the array, right? So just pass this size argument here. Okay, I is less than this size, right? This size and this size are same, and then we will increment the value of I by 1 like this. Okay, so just initialize I is equal to 0. I should be less than the size of the array, which is this one, and then we will increment the value of I. And what we basically want to do, we want to just sum is equal to sum, the previous value of sum, plus the array name and the index at the moment, which is I, right? So this I will change in the loop. So first value of I is 0, so I is 0 of this array is 20. So the value of my array at 0 will be 20 when we will pass this array as an argument to this function. Okay, we can simply write this in different way like this. So just write sum plus is equal to, just write this my array. Okay, and this is basically same as this, but this is more short form of this expression. Okay, and then we will just return sum. So once we have the sum of all the elements of the array, we will just return the sum here as an integer. Okay, now in order to use this function, for example, we have this array and we want to calculate the sum of all these elements, we can use this like this. So let me just make it smaller so we can see here. So in here we will just call this function. So I will just declare an integer called array sum, right? So this will contain the result of this, but this and this are same, so we will just change the variable name sum of array, for example, right? And what its value is, it's equal to the value which is returned by this function when we pass the array. So this function takes two arguments, the array, so our array is this one, my number array, and the size of the array, right? So the size of the array in our case is 6 right now. See this? So it's 6. Okay, and it will calculate the sum of the array, and then we will print the value of the array. So array sum is equal to %d and comma this, because now this will return the sum of the array. So this value is assigned to sum of array, this variable, and then we will pass this here. Okay, now let's run the program and let's see what is the result. and it shows it should be printf. Okay, run the program, and it shows array sum is equal to 245, right? Let's check whether it's true or false. So I will just open the calculator from here, and we have first element is 20 plus 30 plus 60 plus 50 plus 55 plus 30, right? All these elements 20, 30, 60, 50, 55, 30, and the sum is 245, which is shown here as a result. So we know that it has successfully calculated, or our function has successfully calculated the sum of elements of this array. Now suppose this you want to pass an array of size 7 here. So I can just change the size, and I will add one more element to my array. For example, it's 100. So our previous sum was 245, and we will just add 100 to it. So it should be equal to 345 now, right? So, and this, now the size of the array is 7, so you need to change this also, because this function takes the size of the array. So now the size is 7, right? Once again run the program, and it shows 345, which is correct. Now if you want to pass an array of size 8, and I will add one more element of, and for example I will just add 100 once again. Now 245 plus 100 plus 100 is equal to 445, right? The array size is now 8, and once again run the program, and it so shows 445, which is true, right? So in this way you can use array, or you can use a function and pass array as an argument of the function using C, right? So I hope you have understood this concept, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.